Chapter 5: Visual Elements in HTML5. Learning Outcomes. Images in Web Pages. Inserting images. Lists in HTML5. Creating links in web page. Creating tables in web page. Web pages are made using HTML5 scripting language. We can also add images to our web page to make it more attractive. Images include photographs, logos, and visual objects that can be added to a web page. We will also explore the fundamental elements and techniques that HTML5 provides for integrating and presenting various forms of media and data. From embedding images to creating hyperlinks and structuring information with tables, this chapter delves into the diverse tools HTML5 offers for effective content representation on the web. Let's unravel the capabilities of HTML5 in handling images, links, and tables to enhance your understanding of creating rich and well-structured web content. Inserting images. We can add an image to a web page to illustrate a topic. IMG is the short form of image. This is used to include images in our HTML document. The IMG tag incorporates graphics in the HTML document. It is an empty tag which contains 5 attributes. Attributes. Description. Align. It is used to align an image on the web page. Left, right, top, middle, and bottom. Alt. It specifies which alternative text should be displayed if a selected image is not displayed. SRC. It is the source of image file. It specifies the URL, Uniform Resource Locator, of the image. Height. It specifies the height of an image in pixels. Width. It specifies the width of an image in pixels. Syntax. IMG SRC is equal to double quotes. Align is equal to double quotes. Alt is equal to double quotes. Height is equal to double quotes. Width is equal to double quotes. Factbot. We should store all our web pages and images in one folder on our computer. If the folder contains many files, we can store our images in a subfolder. If an image that we want to add to a web page is stored in the same folder as the web page, we can specify just the name of the image as robot.jpg. Follow the steps below to insert the image in a web page. Step 1. Place the cursor at desired place to insert the image. Step 2. Type image src is equal to double quotes question mark. Now replace question mark with the name of the image file. The web browser displays the image on our web page. Specifying the size of image. The size of an image on a web page can be increased or decreased by specifying a new width and height for it. We can set the width and height of an image in pixels or as a percentage of overall size. Follow the steps below to change the size of an image. Step 1. Click inside the image tag and type width is equal to double quotes question mark, replacing question mark with the width measurement to be set. Step 2. Give a space by pressing the spacebar key. Step 3. Type height is equal to double quotes question mark, replacing question mark with the height measurement to be set. The image with the new size appears in the web browser. Factbot. Center tag is used to align the image to the center of a web page. Aligning image horizontally. We can use the left and right alignment attributes to control the horizontal positioning of an image on the page. These attributes also control how text wraps around the image. Follow the steps below to horizontally align the image. Step 1. Type align is equal to left in the image tag of the image to wrap text around the right side of the image. The image aligns to the left with the text wrapping around it on the right. Wrapping text between two images. We can wrap text between two images, one image to the left and other to the right, to change the layout of our web page. Follow the steps below to wrap text between images. Step 1. Type align is equal to left in the image tag for the image to appear on the left side of the text. Step 2. In the image tag for the image to appear on the right side of text, type align is equal to right. The text wrapped around the two images appears in the web browser. Lists in HTML5. Lists are used to present list of information in well-formed and structured way. There are 3 different types of lists in HTML, and each one has a specific purpose and meaning. Unordered list. It is used to create a list of related items in no particular order. Ordered list. It is used to create a list of related items in a specific order. Description list. It is used to create a list of terms and their descriptions. Factbot. Inside a list item, we can put text, images, links, line breaks, etc. We can also place an entire list inside a list item to create the nested list. Creating a bulleted or unordered list. An unordered list is created using the UL element, and each list item starts with the LI element. The list items in unordered lists are marked with bullets. Bullets are used to list the contents in such a way that it looks more organized. Follow the steps below to create a bulleted or unordered list. Step 1. Type UL before the list. Step 2. Type LI in front of each item in the list. Step 3. Type /UL at the end of the list. The bulleted or unordered list is displayed by the web browser in the style we have selected. A bullet appears in front of each item in the list. In this example, the bulleted list uses circular bullet. Factbot. We can change the style of an unordered list. We can place circle, square, or disk in place of bullets. For example, UL type is equal to circle for solid circular bullet. UL type is equal to square for solid square bullet, etc. Creating a numbered or ordered list. An ordered list is creating using the OL element, and each list item starts with the LI element. The list items in ordered lists are displayed in a specific order, such as a set of instructions or a table of content. Follow the steps below to create a numbered or ordered list. Step 1. Type OL before the list. Step 2. Type LI in front of each item in the list. Type 3. Type /OL at the end of the list. The numbered or ordered list is displayed in the desired style by the web browser. A number appears in front of each item in the list. In this example, the list uses number rather than letters. Factbot. We can change the style of an ordered list. For example, in place of numbers, we can place alphabets, Roman numerals, etc. For example, OL type is equal to A for ABC style code. OL type is equal to A for lowercase abc style code. OL type first for first, second, third style code. OL type uppercase first for first, second, third style code, etc. Creating a description list. A description list is a list of items with the description or definition of each item. The description list is created using DL element. The DL element is used in conjunction with the DT element which specify a term and the DD element which specify the term's definition. Browsers usually render the definition lists by placing the terms and definitions in separate lines, where the terms' definitions are slightly indented. Follow the steps below to create description list. Step 1. Type DL before list. Step 2. Type DT in front of each item in the list and /DT at the end of each item. Step 3. Type DD in front of each definition for that particular item and /DD at the end of definition. Step 4. Type /DL at the end of the list. The description list is displayed by the web browser. The terms with its definitions display in separate lines. Creating links in web page. Web pages can be connected to another by creating a link or hyperlink. Links enable users to navigate from one topic to the next on a website or from one website to another. The user clicks the link and the browser opens the destination page. Links can be text and/or images. Text links typically appear as underlined as differently colored words on a web page. If any image on a web page has a link, it appears when a user places the mouse over it. The pointer takes the shape of a pointing hand, indicating the presence of an active, clickable link. Links are of two types. Internal links. Internal links are the links to the pages within a website. These links can be either absolute or relative. Web address for the web page, such as http://www.graphiczone.in, is included in absolute links. Relative links locate web pages within the same directory or subdirectory that can be defined from the current position, such as /store/books.htm. Anchors are links to sections within the same page. These can also be created using the A tag. External links. External links are links outside the currently opened website. These links must always be absolute. An absolute link can include a protocol such as HTTP, a domain name such as www.graphiczone.in, and a file name. Each directory in an absolute link is separated by a / symbol. For example, creating a link to the GraphicsZone homepage, we will write href is equal to http://www.graphiczone.in, click here to visit GraphicsZone homepage /a. Here, href stands for Hypertext Reference, from where the link will take us to. Anchor links, A and /a, are used to start and end the entire link command. Creating text links. We can create a text link in our web page. When it is clicked, it takes the visitors to another website. Follow the steps below to create a text link. Step 1. Type the desired text for visitors to click on in order to display another web page. Step 2. Type a href is equal to !? in front of the text replacing ? with the address of the web page to display. Step 3. Type /a at the end of the text. The text link is displayed and appears colored and underlined in the web browser. When we place the mouse pointer on the link, the linked web address is displayed on the bottom of the browser window. When the visitor selects or clicks on the link, the specified website will open. Factbot. Broken links are the links that do not work because the destination has been deleted or the path has been changed. Hotspot is a defined area on an image that acts as a hyperlink. Creating a link to an image. Image can be created as a hyperlink to open a website. If we wish to display a large number of images on our page, we can create a link to an image so that the visitors can click on that image to display the link to another page with images. but putting a large number of images on a single web page will increase its opening time. So, in that case, we can display the images in small size on a page and create hyperlinks to their larger sizes. Follow the steps below to create a link to an image. Step 1. Add the image location that for visitors to select to display the linked image. Step 2. Type a href double quotes question mark in front of the image replacing question mark with the address of the website to display. Step 3. Type /a at the end of the image. The web browser displays the link on the image. When the mouse pointer is placed on the image, the linked web address is displayed in the status bar. When the visitor clicks on the link, the specified website appears. Factbot. We can create a link that allows visitors to send us an email message directly for queries and feedback that can help further to improve our website. Type a href is equal to double quotes mail to question mark in front of the text or image replacing question mark with the email address of the person to receive that email message, followed with /a at the end of text or image. Creating tables in web page. HTML tables enable us to effectively present large volume of data in rows and columns. They are commonly used to display tabular data like product listings, customers' details, financial reports, and so on. We can also use tables to organize the overall structure of a web page. For example, we can create a 2-column table that organizes a list of navigational links in one column and the main text or image content in another. The places where the columns and rows intersect are called cells. Each cell can hold web page content or link. Using HTML attributes, we can set the size of an entire table as well as the size of particular cells. A table can be created using the table tag. Inside the table tag, one can use the tr tag to define a table row and the td tag to define a table data or cell content. A cell can be defined as a header for a group of table cells using the th tag. In addition to these codes, we can assign captions and column groups. We can also create tables within tables called nested tables. Look at the basic table structure below. Table, tr, exclamation, table row, th, content, exclamation, table header, /th, td, content, exclamation mark, table data, /td, /tr, /table. Attributes associated with the table tag. Attributes, description. Border. It specifies the width of a border around the table in pixels. Width. It specifies breadth of the table in the browser window. Width attribute can be set to a specific number of pixels or to a percentage of the available screen width. Border color. It specifies a color for the table border as the RGB number or a color name. Align. It is used for aligning the content in an individual cell and the table itself. In horizontal alignment, the header is aligned across the width of a cell or table with align attribute to be set equal to left, right, or center. In vertical alignment, the content is aligned between the top and bottom of a cell. Vertical alignment of cell contents is controlled by setting the v-align attribute to top, middle, or bottom. Summary. It defines a text string that gives a brief description of the table. Creating a table. We can create a table to display information in a tabular format. We can also use tables to present information in columns like those found in newspapers or magazines. Follow the steps below to create a table. Step 1. Type the data to appear in the first row of the table. We can use tab keys to separate the data for each cell. The web browser will ignore the spacing we add. Step 2. Type the data to appear in the next row of table. Repeat this step to fill the entire data for the table. Step 3. Type table before the text and /table at the end of text entered for the table. Step 4. Type tr before the text and /tr at the end of the text for each row in the table. Step 5. Type th in front of the text and /th at the end of the text for each header cell. Step 6. Type td in front of the text and /td at the end of the text for each data cell. The web browser displays the table. Factbot. All the updates of Google Chrome ensure that they support HTML5. Adding border to table. A table does not have any border by default. We need to add a border to a table to separate each cell in the table using border attribute, which makes it readable. We can define the thickness of border in pixels. Follow the steps below to add a border to the table. Step 1. In the table tag, type border replacing question mark with the thickness for the border. The web browser displays the table with a border. Spanning cells. Spanning cells, also called merging cells, are mainly used to display a title across the top or bottom side of a table. We can merge two or more cells in a row or column to make one large cell. The attributes colspan, how many across, and rowspan, how many down, indicate columns or rows a cell should take up. Follow the steps below for spanning cells across columns. Step 1. In the th or td tag for the cell to spanning across columns, type colspan is equal to question mark, replacing question mark with the number of columns for the cell to span across. The web browser spans the cell across the number of columns specified. Follow the steps below for spanning cells across rows. Step 1. In the th or td tag for the cell to spanning across rows, type rowspan is equal to question mark, replacing question mark with the number of rows for the cell to span across. The web browser spans the cell across the number of rows specified. Adding background color to a table. We can add background color to a table to emphasize important information or to make it presentable. Background color can be added to a cell, a row, or to an entire table accordingly. Follow the steps below to add background color to a table. Step 1. For the specific area to show background color, place the cursor in the tag for the cell, th or td, row, tr, or table to add color to. Step 2. Type bg color is equal to question mark, replacing question mark with the name of color code of the color to use. For example, to apply yellow color to a row in the tr tag, type bg color is equal to #FF00. The web browser displays the cell row or entire table in the color specified. Cell padding and spacing. The web browser displays the designated amount of space between the cell contents and the cell borders is called cell padding, whereas the cell spacing among borders is known as cell spacing. We can add padding to add space between the border and the contents of a cell. We can use spacing to increase the border size or distance between cells. These sizes are measured in pixels. Follow the steps below to add space between the cell contents and cell borders. Step 1. In the table tag, type cell padding is equal to question mark, replacing question mark with pixel value to assign. Step 2. Type cell spacing is equal to question mark, replacing question mark with a pixel value to assign. The designated amount of space between the cell contents and the cell borders is Sombot. A web page can also display drawings, paintings, or art. The image tag incorporates graphics in the HTML document. It is an empty tag which contains 5 attributes: align, alt, src, height, and width. The size of an image on a web page can be increased or decreased by specifying a new width and height for it. There are 3 different types of lists in HTML: unordered list, ordered list, and description list. Web pages can be connected to another by creating a link or hyperlink. A stands for anchor. It begins the link to another page. href stands for hypertext reference. Any web page can be connected to another by creating a link. A table can be created using the table tag in HTML5. Building blocks of HTML tables are table, tr, th, and td tags. Summary, width, border, border color, align, and bg color are different attributes associated with table. Spanning cells, also called merging cells, are mainly used to display a title across the top or down side of a table. We can add padding to add space between the border and the contents of a cell. TechBytes. Unordered list. It is used to create a list of related items in no particular order. Ordered list. It is used to create a list of related items in a specific order. Description list. It is used to create a list of terms and their descriptions. Links. It is enable users to navigate from one topic to the next on a website or from one website to another. Internal links. The links to the pages within a website. External links. Links outside the currently opened website. Nested tables. Create tables within tables. Cell padding. The designated amount of space between the cell contents and the cell borders in a web page. Cell spacing. The designated amount of space among cell borders in a web page.